March 27, 1999. A storm rages over the Serbian countryside, the sky a cauldron of black clouds and howling wind. Lieutenant Colonel Darrell Zelko grips the controls of his F-117 Nighthawk, a shadow slicing through the tempest. His mission: strike the heart of the Serbian Air Force Command Center in Belgrade. His jet, a marvel of stealth, shrinks to the size of a tennis ball on enemy radar, a ghost untouchable. Until tonight, Zelko's heart pounds as he nears the Serbian border, flanked by F-16 Vipers armed with radar-homing missiles. Suddenly, a voice crackles through his radio. "This is Joint Forces Air Component Commander." The words hit like a gut punch. Bad weather forces the Vipers to turn back. Zelko is alone, a lone specter in a hostile sky. His only shield is the Nighthawk's stealth, his only hope to remain unseen. On the ground, Lieutenant Colonel Zoltan Dani commands an anti-air missile battery, his eyes burning with resolve. Serbian spies have tipped him off. Enemy planes are coming. Tonight, he believes, is his chance to slay a ghost. "Sweep the skies," he orders, his voice sharp with anticipation. P-18 radar hums to life, its low-frequency pulse cutting through the storm. The screen blooms with clutter, clouds, rain, chaos. But Dani's trained eye hunts for a single, fleeting. Zelko's Nighthawk roars toward Belgrade, the bomb bay computer priming for the drop. He's focused, steady, but the weight of solitude presses against him. Above, the storm churns. Below, Dani's radar catches a faint blip. "I see it," Dani whispers, his pulse quickening. "The ghost is here." He orders the targeting radar on. 20 seconds, he barks. His men strain, but the screens stay blank. "I don't see the target," one reports, frustration creeping into his voice. Zelko's jet screams closer. He opens the bomb bay, the Nighthawk's radar signature flaring for a split second. A fatal mistake. On the ground, Dani's crew erupts. "I have it," a technician shouts. "Phi-1 is tracking. Phi-2 is tracking." Dani's heart leaps. "Launch!" 2 missiles streak into the stormy sky, claws reaching for the ghost. Zelko releases his bombs. They slam into the target, a fiery success. He climbs to 6 kilometers, relief washing over him. Another mission done. But then his cockpit screams. A lock alert. Below, 2 missiles pierce the clouds, their fiery trails locking onto him. Fear grips his chest. He yanks the controls, pulling the Nighthawk into desperate evasive maneuvers. The G-forces crush him into his seat, alarms blaring, the jet shuddering. No chaff, no countermeasures, only his skill against the missiles. Time slows. The first missile, a dud, streaks past his canopy, a fleeting mercy. The second doesn't miss. It explodes in a storm of shrapnel, shredding the Nighthawk's left wing. The sky ignites orange as the jet spins wildly, a dying beast. Zelko fights the G-forces, his arms leaden, his mind racing. "They got me," he gasps, the words heavy with dread. The cockpit is a chaos of flashing warnings, flames licking the windows as the ground spirals below. Ejection is his only chance. With 7 GS pinning him, each arm feels like it weighs 100 pounds. Adrenaline surges and he grabs the ejection handles. A deafening blast rips the canopy away, and his seat rockets into the storm. For 1.5 agonizing seconds, he freefalls, barely conscious, convinced the ejection failed. Then, the parachute jerks open, and he sees his burning Nighthawk tumble into the darkness. Relief floods him, he's alive. But as he drifts down, a new fear strikes. His bright orange parachute glows like a beacon in the enemy's night. On the ground, Dani's crew cheers, their triumph electric. "We got it!" Dani exults, the thrill of victory like scoring the winning goal in a football match. The hunt for the pilot begins. Serbian soldiers, police, and civilians swarm the area, flashlights slicing through the dark, trucks rumbling nearby. Zelko hits the ground and sprints for a ditch, smearing himself with mud to vanish into the earth. His heart hammers as he buries himself in the cold, wet soil, praying to stay hidden. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Vega 31. Going down. He whispers into his survival radio, voice taut with urgency. To his relief, a response crackles back. Vega 31. Magic copies. Last position. He barely answers before the search closes in. Flashlights sweep closer. Voices shout in the distance. Then a rustle, panting, snuffling. A dog. Zelko's hand tightens on his knife, his mind racing. Kill it? Risk the noise? He holds his breath, willing the dog away. To his relief, it bounds off, leaving silence. Hours crawl by. Then, the radio sparks to life. Sandy 01, Vega 31. Over. Rescue is near. Zelko's hope surges, but he stays silent, scanning for threats. Flashlights flicker closer. Vega 31, if you don't answer, we try later. The radio warns. He makes his choice. Yeah, let's go for it, he replies, flicking on his infrared strobe. It fails. Desperation claws at him. He grabs his backup, a flare, and lights it. The bright glow betrays him, illuminating the ditch for friend and foe alike. There he is, a Serbian voice shouts. Flashlights converge, but the rescue chopper roars in, its blades thundering. Snuff your flare. It blinds our night vision. The radio snaps. Zelko dunks the flare in mud, heart in his throat, as the helicopter lands. American rescuers leap out. How you feeling, sir? One asks. Great. Now let's get out of here. Zelko shouts, adrenaline pumping. The chopper lifts off, whisking him away as enemy lights close in. Seconds too late. Zoltan Dani's team remains the only one to down a stealth aircraft in combat. The wrecked Nighthawk, left behind, is salvaged by Serbian forces and displayed today in Belgrade's Museum of Aviation. In 2011, Zelko met Dani, shaking the hand of the man who bested him, a moment of mutual respect forged in the crucible of war. The 20th century ended with stories of valor and ingenuity. This was one of its last, a tale of ghosts, storms, and survival.